Ever feel like you're stuck
Oh, yeah.
on that like
Totally.
hamster wheel of life? Like just going and going and
Yeah.
not really getting anywhere?
It's absolutely.
You're not alone. Turns out
Oh.
ancient Chinese mystics felt the same way, and they came up with some
Right.
pretty fascinating solutions.
Yeah. It's a universal longing, isn't it? I mean, that desire to break free from kind of the day-to-day and like, discover a deeper meaning,
Guilty.
a path to true inner peace. And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Okay, love it.
The secret of the golden flower.
Ooh, the secret of the golden flower.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the secret all about?
Well, this text is, it's really a journey into ancient Chinese wisdom,
Okay.
a really unique blend of Taoism, Buddhism, and ancient practices,
Wow.
all aimed at unlocking spiritual growth
Okay.
and maybe even a taste of immortality.
Okay, immortality. Now that would definitely break us off the hamster wheel.
Right.
That would
That would do.
That would do it.
So the text, originally titled Tai Guo Qin Watsun Qi, was likely compiled around the 17th century,
Okay.
but the teachings it holds are believed to be far older,
Oh, wow.
passed down in secret for centuries.
So it's like we're cracking open a time capsule
Exactly.
filled with secrets to like
Yes.
living a better life.
A more fulfilling life.
Okay, let's unlock some of those secrets. Where do we even begin with the text this mysterious?
The secret of the golden flower centers around this idea of the golden elixir, which is a core concept in Taoism.
Oh,
But here's the twist. It's not a magical potion you drink.
gotcha.
It's a metaphor for achieving spiritual wholeness and aligning yourself with the Tao, the fundamental principle of the universe.
So it's less about outsmarting death
Yes.
and more about living in a way that
Yeah.
makes you feel truly alive.
Yeah, 100%. And what's really fascinating is that this text doesn't just stick to one tradition. It weaves together Taoism, Buddhism, and even Confucianism, offering a uniquely Chinese approach to spiritual development.
So cool. It's like they took the best wisdom from these different traditions and created a powerful recipe for inner peace.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And that recipe heavily features this idea of the circulation of the light.
Okay.
The text describes this light as a metaphor for our life force,
Okay.
the energy that animates us.
Gotcha.
The goal is to learn how to cultivate and circulate this light within,
Okay.
ultimately leading to a profound spiritual transformation.
Okay, so I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Yes.
It's all about going inward, right? Tapping into
100%.
something deep within us.
Absolutely. And speaking of inner landscapes, The Secret of the Golden Flower also delves into the human psyche,
Okay.
describing it as being composed of two souls.
Okay, hold on. Two souls. That sounds pretty intense. Are we talking
Yeah.
good angel, bad angel on our shoulder kind of thing?
Yeah. Not quite. Think of it more like two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
The Hun, which is linked to the Yang principle, is considered the light masculine soul.
Sure.
The Pu, which is linked to Yin, is the dark feminine soul.
Okay.
Now, they're not meant to be taken literally as separate entities,
Much.
but rather as symbolic representations of different aspects of our psyche.
So everyone has both within them,
Yes.
regardless of gender.
Precisely. It's all about balance. According to the text, these two souls are constantly interacting, shaping our thoughts, our emotions, our actions. When they're in harmony,
Yeah.
we experience a sense of inner peace and clarity.
Makes sense.
But when they're out of whack,
Yeah.
it can lead to all sorts of internal conflict and distress.
Totally, yeah. I could definitely relate to feeling that inner tug of war sometimes.
Yeah.
So how do we get these two souls to play nice?
Well, that's where the practices come in. Meditation, breath control, visualization.
Okay.
Imagine like tending a garden. You have to nurture both the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine, within yourself
Yeah.
to cultivate true balance
Okay.
and allow your inner golden flower to blossom.
Okay, now you've really got me hooked on this golden flower idea. Is that what all this talk about light and souls is leading up to?
You got it. The golden flower is a potent symbol in the text, representing enlightenment, spiritual transformation, and the blossoming of your highest potential.
I love that.
And what's really cool is that even Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, was captivated by this symbol.
Really?
He actually wrote a fascinating commentary on The Secret of the Golden Flower,
Wow.
drawing parallels between its wisdom and Western psychology.
So even a brilliant mind like his
Yeah.
saw something special in this ancient text. That says a lot.
Yeah, he was particularly drawn to the golden flower as a symbol of wholeness, likening it to the mandala, a representation of the unified self. Jung believed that cultivating the golden flower was like embarking on a journey of individuation.
Okay.
The process of integrating all parts of yourself to achieve psychological wholeness.
I love that. So it's not just about achieving some far-off spiritual ideal, but about becoming a more complete version of ourselves right here, right now.
Exactly. And that's what makes the secret of the golden flower so relevant even today.
Totally.
In our fast-paced, often chaotic world. This ancient text offers a pathway to inner peace, self-awareness, and a deeper understanding of our own minds.
It's like a timeless guidebook for navigating an inner world. Something we could all use a little more of these days.
100%. And you know, the text suggests that by understanding the interplay of our conscious and unconscious forces, those two souls, the Hun and the Po, we were just talking about, that we can learn to navigate internal conflicts and external pressures more effectively.
So it's about learning to ride the waves of life.
Exactly.
Instead of constantly feeling tossed around by them.
Yes. That's a great way to put it. Instead of resisting the current, we can learn to flow with it. Finding that sweet spot of balance and harmony within ourselves.
I'm already feeling more intrigued by the secret of the golden flower than ever before.
Good. I'm glad.
This is fascinating.
And we're just getting started. There are so many more layers to uncover. So many more secrets to unlock.
I can't wait to dive in deeper.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we've set the stage with this idea of the golden flower as a symbol of enlightenment and integration.
Right.
But how do we actually cultivate this golden flower? Does the text give us like any practical steps?
It does. And one of the most intriguing aspects is this idea of aligning yourself with the natural rhythms of the cosmos. It's like tuning into a universal frequency.
So we're not just working on ourselves in isolation, but connecting with something much larger.
Exactly. It's recognizing that we're not separate from nature, but rather microcosms of the universe itself.
Wow. I like that.
And that connection is reflected in the text's language, which is filled with symbols drawn from nature and celestial phenomena.
Hey, give me an example.
Sure.
What kind of symbols are we talking about?
Well, for instance, the text talks about the heavenly heart. Which is said to reside in the square inch between the eyes. Now, this isn't meant to be taken literally.
So, not another chakra point to worry about?
Not quite. It's a metaphor for the seat of our primordial consciousness. The source of that light or life force we were talking about earlier.
Gotcha. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this metaphorical language. So if the heavenly heart is like the source of the light, how do we tap into it?
That's where the circulation of the light comes in. The text explains that this circulation is happening naturally within us all the time. But through conscious effort and specific techniques, we can enhance and control it, leading to spiritual advancement. It's like learning to consciously breathe, but with your life force.
That sounds powerful.
It is.
But what are these techniques? Are we talking intense meditation retreats in the mountains?
It can be as simple as mindful breathing or focusing your attention inward. The text also delves into the interplay between the primordial spirit and the conscious spirit.
Okay, hold on, more spirits. Break this down for me. What's the difference?
Think of the primordial spirit as your eternal essence. The part of you that's connected to everything in the universe. It's timeless and boundless. Then there's the conscious spirit, which is your everyday ego. The part of you that experiences the world through your senses and thoughts.
So the primordial spirit is like the vast ocean, and the conscious spirit is like a wave on that ocean.
That's a beautiful analogy. And just like a wave eventually returns to the ocean, the goal is to harmonize these two spirits. To have the conscious spirit guided by the wisdom of the primordial spirit. That's when you start to experience true clarity and understanding.
That sounds like the ultimate state of inner peace.
It is.
But how do we even know if we're on the right track? Does the text give us any signs to look out for?
It does. There's a section that talks about confirmatory experiences.
Okay.
These are basically signs that you're progressing on your path.
Right.
Little glimpses of enlightenment.
So like spiritual milestones.
Exactly. They can range from subtle shifts in perception to profound visions or insights. The text mentions the feeling that your body has become light, as if you could float.
Wow.
Or a sense of unity with all things, transcending the boundaries of your individual self.
Those sound pretty amazing.
They are.
So these experiences are like encouragement from the universe, letting us know we're heading in the right direction.
Exactly. And, they provide motivation to keep going, to keep refining your practice. Because here's the thing.
Yeah?
This circulation of the light isn't just something you do on a meditation cushion.
Right.
The text emphasizes living this way all the time.
So you're talking about integrating these principles into our everyday lives.
Precisely. There's a section called The Living Manner of the Circulation of the Light.
Okay.
Which is all about bringing the awareness and insights you cultivate during practice into your interactions with the world.
So it's about staying connected to that inner stillness and clarity, even in the midst of chaos.
You got it. The text even suggests that through continuous awareness, you can maintain a state of harmony with the light while doing everyday activities.
Wow.
Imagine being able to respond to challenging situations with inner peace rather than reacting impulsively.
That would be a game changer.
It would.
But I have to admit, this sounds like a lot of work.
Sure.
Is it realistic to think we can maintain this circulation of the light all the time?
It definitely takes dedication and effort.
Right.
But as the text assures us, the rewards are immeasurable.
Okay.
And remember, this isn't about striving for perfection.
Yeah.
It's about gradually shifting your perspective, becoming more mindful, more aware, more aligned with your true nature.
I like that.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure off.
Exactly.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Yes, 100%.
So what else does the text offer in terms of guidance?
Well, there's one passage that I find particularly intriguing, and it's called The Magic Spell for the Far Journey.
A magic spell. Okay, now we're really getting into mystical territory.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But it's not a spell in the traditional sense. It's actually a 4-line verse that describes a process of spiritual transformation and liberation.
Gotcha.
It's like a roadmap for the soul.
I'm all ears. What does this magic spell say?
The first line is, 4 words crystallize the spirit in the place of power.
4 words? That's pretty concise for a magic spell.
It is, right?
What do they represent?
These words point to the power of focused intention and the importance of aligning ourselves with our inner strength.
Okay.
It's about recognizing the power we hold within.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's empowering. What about the second line?
The second line is, in the 6th month, the white snow is suddenly seen to fly.
White snow in the 6th month.
I know, right?
That sounds like a paradox.
It is, and that's the point. This line symbolizes a reversal of the natural order.
Okay.
A shift in consciousness where limitations are transcended and the impossible becomes possible.
So it's about breaking free from our limiting beliefs and stepping into a realm of greater possibility.
Exactly. The third line reads, at the third line, watch the wind of the sun sends out shining rays.
Okay, this one's giving me like some serious sun worshipping vibes.
I know, right?
What's the deeper meaning here?
This line signifies the awakening of your inner light.
Oh.
The illumination of your true nature.
Right.
It's that, aha moment when you finally see yourself and the world around you with clarity.
Like the sun breaking through the clouds.
Yes.
After a storm,
100%. What about the final line?
Okay, let's hear it.
The final line is, on the water blows the wind of gentleness.
Ooh, that sounds peaceful.
It is. This line suggests a state of peace and harmony.
Oh.
A return to your original nature.
Right.
It's about finding that sense of ease and flow that comes from aligning with the Tao.
So this magic spell is like a journey from self-discovery to enlightenment to ultimately finding peace and harmony.
Precisely. It's a beautiful and poetic distillation of the entire text.
I'm amazed by how much wisdom
I know, right?
is packed into these 4 short lines.
It's incredible. That's the beauty of The Secret of the Golden Flower.
Yeah.
It offers profound insights in a way that sparks your imagination and invites you to delve deeper.
Okay, before we get too lost in the metaphorical clouds, let's bring this back down to earth.
Okay.
How can we actually apply these teachings to our modern lives?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And The Secret of the Golden Flower offers some surprisingly practical answers.
I'm all ears. Let's hear those practical applications. Okay, lay it on me. How can we take these ancient ideas about light and souls and magic spells and actually make them work for us today?
Well, for starters, the text emphasizes the importance of self-cultivation.
Okay.
It's about taking responsibility for your own inner growth and transformation.
So it's not about waiting for some external force
to
come and magically fix everything.
No. The Secret of the Golden Flower empowers you to become the architect of your own inner landscape.
I love that.
Yeah, and one way to do that is by cultivating mindfulness.
Mindfulness, that's a buzzword we hear a lot these days.
It is.
What does it mean in the context of this text?
In essence, it's about paying attention to your thoughts, your emotions, and sensations without judgment.
Okay.
It's about becoming aware of the constant chatter in your mind and learning to create space between your thoughts and your reactions.
So less autopilot,
Yeah.
more conscious choice.
Precisely. And the text offers practical tools to help you do that.
Okay.
Meditation, for example, can help you cultivate that inner stillness and clarity.
Meditation. Okay, got it. What else?
The text also highlights the importance of balance and harmony. Remember those two souls, the Hun and the Po?
Oh, yeah. The light and dark sides within us all.
Exactly. Cultivating balance means recognizing and integrating both of those aspects.
Okay.
Finding equilibrium between your masculine and feminine energies,
Right.
your rational mind and your intuition.
Gotcha.
It's about embracing the wholeness of your being.
That does sound like a lifelong balancing act.
It is.
Any tips on how to maintain that balance?
Well, the text encourages us to align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the cosmos.
Okay.
Think about the cycles of nature, day and night, the changing seasons.
So it's about recognizing that we're a part of something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah.
And finding ways to flow with those natural rhythms.
Exactly. You got it. Spending time in nature, observing those cycles, can be incredibly grounding and help you tap into a sense of harmony.
Okay, I like that.
And remember, the secret of the golden flower isn't just about personal growth.
Okay.
It also incorporates ethical principles.
Oh, like what?
Well, Taoism emphasizes virtues like compassion, humility, simplicity, and non-attachment.
Okay.
These qualities are seen as essential for cultivating inner peace and living a more meaningful life.
So it's about aligning your actions with your values.
Exactly. Walking the talk, so to speak.
Right.
It's about integrating those principles into your daily life, not just during your meditation practice.
This is all starting to make a lot of sense.
Good.
But I have to ask, this text is centuries old.
Yes.
Are these teachings really relevant
to
the challenges we face in the modern world?
I'd argue they're more relevant than ever.
Okay.
In a world that's increasingly fast-paced, complex, and driven by external validation,
Right.
The Secret of the Golden Flower offers a timeless antidote.
An antidote to what exactly?
An antidote to stress, anxiety, burnout, the feeling of being disconnected from yourself and the world around you.
Yeah.
It offers a path to reconnect with your inner wisdom, to cultivate a sense of peace and purpose that comes from within.
Okay, that does sound pretty appealing.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, I'm a bit intimidated by the idea of actually reading this text.
Sure.
It sounds very dense and philosophical.
I hear you. It's not exactly light beach reading.
Yeah.
But the beauty of The Secret of the Golden Flower is that it can be approached on many different levels.
So I don't have to become a Taoist scholar to benefit from this wisdom.
No. You can simply dip your toes in, explore the concepts that resonate with you, and see how they can be applied to your own life.
Okay.
Remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
That's reassuring. So if someone is feeling intrigued and wants to learn more, what would you recommend?
Well, the text itself, as translated and explained by Richard Wilhelm, is a great place to start.
Okay.
Jung's commentary can also provide valuable insights from a Western psychological perspective.
So we've got the original text and a modern interpretation. Perfect.
Exactly.
I love it.
And don't underestimate the power of simply reflecting on the concepts we've discussed today.
Right.
Ask yourself, what does the golden flower represent to me? What aspects of my life could benefit from greater balance and harmony?
Okay.
What small steps can I take today to cultivate more mindfulness and align myself with my true nature?
Those are some powerful questions.
They are.
And it sounds like the journey of cultivating the golden flower is one we can all embark on.
Yes.
Regardless of our background or beliefs.
Absolutely. The wisdom contained in The Secret of the Golden Flower transcends cultural boundaries and speaks to something universal within us all,
Right.
the longing for meaning, purpose, and a deeper connection to ourselves and the world around us.
I think that's a beautiful note to end on.
I agree.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the secret of the golden flower with you today.
The pleasure was all mine. It's always a joy to delve into these ancient teachings and discover their timeless relevance.
To our listeners, remember, the golden flower isn't something you find outside yourself.
Right.
It's something that blossoms from within.
It does.
And like any flower, it needs nurturing patience and a little bit of sunshine to reach its full potential.
100%.
So keep tending your inner garden
Yeah.
and see what blooms.